I was catching the video from that brother who moved to Vegas. He was from LA. He goes by the nickname the Doge Coin Millionaire. And he's pretty popular, but I feel for the guy. I remember watching the video when he was with Andre and some other brother from Frisco, I think, or Sacktown in California, and they were doing a video together with the Doge Coin Millionaire, and he showed his wallet, and I think it had like 2.2 million on it. That video still exists today. He never sold. He kept his meme coin, and you know, he did a video today. He posted it today, and he was talking about something that just caught my attention. You know, the way he was pouring out his heart, just keeping it real. And he was saying that the reason why he didn't sell anything, and I think the title of his video is like why I regret, or something like along the lines of regretting, was that he had an opportunity to sell Doge and at 2.2 million. He was with a group of guys that were saying, hey man, do it, why won't you do it? And he recapped the reason why he didn't do it then. And there was a lot of pressure. He was under a lot of pressure because he felt he needed to keep it real with the community that he was involved. And that community was the Dogecoin community. I'll be honest, I am not in it for everyone else. And I think that's a learning opportunity for all of us to understand something about cryptocurrency, is that when you get to a certain point that you feel comfortable, like I'm hodling, but I'm not hodling meme coins. And this guy, he threw all of his money in, and he became a millionaire on paper, and he didn't cash out. He just kept it. And as you all know, look where Dogecoin is at now, 5 cents. So I think he mentioned that his at one point his holdings of 106, I want to say 138,000 investment turned to like 2.8 million last year in May. And he had an opportunity to even just sell half of that. Even if he sold half of that, he'd have been, you know, super well off right now, but he didn't. He held, and he continues to say that he's just going to hold it. I mean, at this point, you have to. It's 5 cents. You're just going to have to see what it does. But I personally am not invested in any meme coins. Meme coins are like the Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and coins similar to that. Those kinds of coins I'm not invested in. And so I am invested in utility coins. I'm invested like in AMP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polygon Matic. I hold the MELD. The MELD token doesn't currently have any utility, but you know, I hold it. I've invested ever since MELD went live, and I staked my ADA, and I earned a ton of MELD tokens. And so anyhow, yeah, you know, last year when the market, you know, my investment was pretty sweet. Polygon Matic, ADA hit $3. Polygon Matic hit like $2.40. And, you know, Bitcoin was at 68,000. Ethereum was touching, you know, levels like 4,400. My portfolio was really, really sweet. And I could have sold half of it if I wanted to, but I didn't have a whole bunch of money. I didn't have, you know, $5, $6, $7 million in it. And so I just felt, you know, I'm going to catch the bottoms. I'm going to keep it for 5, 6 years. But I'm not talking about meme coins. I'm talking about actual coins that have utility, that have an opportunity in this market to do something. And so the learning here is that I think, I honestly think that, you know, when you got to do what you got to do for your family, you do it. That's just the way I see it. I ain't going to talk about anybody and how anybody does it, but I can tell you that next year or the year after that, or probably like 3 to 4 years from now, I anticipate that my holdings probably will get to levels I've never been before. And when it gets there, I don't care about no community. You know, I don't care about like keeping it real to the community. I'll be keeping it real to myself. I'll be keeping it real to my family. That's who I owe my commitment to and my keeping it real to, because in all reality is like, I might be your friend, but I can give a damn less about where you're at in terms of whether you listen to invest or not, what your financial status is. I'm not here for all of you. And you guys are not here for me. Poor guy, you know, he was mentioning all those comments of what people were saying in his comment section of his video, you know, putting them down, calling them all kinds of names. I mean, that's wrong, man. I mean, I'm not gonna also ostracize anybody just because they don't like the way I do it, or they didn't like the way I made a decision. But personally, I think when we do, well, personally for me, is that whatever I do for me. That's why I have no friends. That's why I have no close acquaintances. I have no one other than my wife and my kids, and they've demonstrated the love to me that that's all I need. I don't need no accolades, or I don't need no pats in the back, or I don't need no affirmations from anyone else other than them. Now, you know, I got my moms and my pops still, and so they are also two individuals that I care very much about, and I care what they say. But my pops and my moms, they don't understand this investment stuff. And quite frankly, my pops and my mom, they keep it real with me. Like, they don't get involved in anything that I got going on. And my dad just says, just be careful and just stay away from, you know, just stay away from the things that'll bring you havoc and wreck. And so, yeah, crypto could be one of those things, but I honestly play safe. I'm not risking everything that I've got. I would not do something like this brother did, where he took all of his savings, his life savings, and he leveraged, and it paid off for him. He leveraged a loan and went all in on Doge Coin when it was like, you know, I want to say it was like a couple 0.01 or 0.001 of a penny, and it's sitting at 5 cents. And so I think he said he's like 50, 60 grand up. Hey, that's great. You're 50, 60 grand up. Yeah, at one point you were $2.2 million up. Now you're 45, 50K up. Oh, well, you know, lesson learned. And so I think that's the great thing about all of this, is that if you're careful, you're going to learn things that you can use as an opportunity for you to become more aware of what to do in those next opportunities. But when it comes down to AMP token and Litecoin, and you really follow what they're doing, and you're really believing in the makers of these types of cryptos. And I like Charles Hoskinson. He's the founder, and I really like what he's doing. I like Cardano. I'm a big ADA investor, and I like Polygon Matic. I like Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin is solid. I mean, there's nothing more solid than a tech company like that. But you just got to be careful, and you got to just make your moves, and make your moves as best you can, and just do what you got to do. Do it for you. Don't do it for anyone else. So lessons learned. I think all of us are learning things from last year and this year. It's certainly teaching us a whole bunch of stuff. Things that, from charts to just sentiment to, the fall of some of these cryptocurrencies. So long story short, I just wanted to come on and check in with all of you. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you guys are doing in terms of your current investments. Are you making any investments? Are you holding off? Do you think that the market's going to go lower than where it's at right now? I personally think it is. I've, kind of don't want to miss out on some dips. I've already bought in, not a whole bunch. I did a previous video to share with you all how I'm doing it. And I basically am taking you know, between 20 and 50,000 bucks, and I'm breaking it out in 4 parts. And I've already just did the first part because I don't want to kind of miss, you know, we're at levels right now that we haven't seen in a very long time. And so, you know, Cardano, the last time it was 50 cents was like 3 years ago, 2.5 or 3 years ago. And, you know, those are levels that I have not seen. And so I'm basically wanting to jump in because I think, you know, 3 years down the road, 4 years down the road, you're not going to see these levels. Maybe it'll be like at, you know, $2 or $3. And even then, if it's like, you know, less than that, you're still not going to see this 50-cent level. You're not going to see this major drop because right now things are getting cleaned out. And so I'm just interested in knowing a little bit more about what you think. So if you can drop a comment, I'd greatly appreciate it. Anyhow, to my AMP Army, we're going to call you AMP Army because it sounds like the ant army. And I love the army ants, man. They're super cool, but that's that's neither here or there. That's for a whole nother video. Well, that's it. That's all. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Gracias. Keep it real. And a big hello to all my Cali peeps. Take it easy. Aquí el gallito de la sierra, a.k.a. Crypto Keeper. I do the news. I'm just kidding. Aquí el gallito. El Kikiri Kicks checking out. Thanks. Bye.